State Bank and Trust has been invested in Winfield and Marion County for more than a century, and today we remain deeply committed to meeting the needs of local families and businesses with excellent financial products and friendly down-home service.
But more than that, we're dedicated to supporting the growth, success, and well-being of our community as a whole. Because when it comes right down to it, there's nothing more important than community.
And just like our outstanding city officials, police, and fire departments, you can count on State Bank and Trust to help make Winfield and Marion County a great place to live for everyone who calls this area home.
Hello everyone, this is Chuck from Span Hardware in Winfield, Alabama. Good to be with you today, and I just want to let you know we've got some new things this year for the spring season. As you can see, Stihl now has the lawnmower. We're going to have a full line of the Stihl zero-turn mowers. We have a full line of the Stihl weed trimmer and chainsaws. Just about anything you need to maintain your home this spring and summer. From lawn and garden equipment to paint to hardware, anything you need. Come see us. We'll help you if we can. Thank you.
This is Eric Simmons from Furniture Depot. We have a store in Guin and Fayette. We've been serving the people of Northwest Alabama for 23 some odd years. We'd like to be your furniture store if you'd let us. And we'd like to thank you for your business this past year and invite you to come and shop with us this coming year and for the years to come. Merry Christmas and have a Happy New Year.
Hello, Lee Hines here, owner-operator of Alexander's Heating and Air Conditioning. We've been family-owned and operated since 1954, proudly serving Marion, Fayette, and Lamar County. We are carrier factory authorized dealers, but service all makes and models. We specialize in residential and light commercial HVAC systems. So as we get ready to enter another hot Alabama summer, please remember Alexander's Heating and Air for all your HVAC needs.
Tom Bigby Electric Cooperative was formed for the need for electricity to the local citizens that were living in the rural areas of Marion, Lamar, and portions of Fayette counties. This line consisted of 12 miles and 22 consumers on the road from Guin to Sulligent. Between then and now, there has been a lot of hard work and dedication from a great number of people to make this cooperative what it is today. Tom Bigby Electric Corporation would like to thank each member. You can contact us today at 205-921-6712.
Your story starts at Bevel State Community College. Whether you are just starting out or starting over, Bevel State has an opportunity that is right for you. With 5 locations serving 7 counties, you don't have to go far to start your own success story. Plus, with tuition lower than 4-year colleges, you won't need to spend more for a great education. Visit us online at bscc.edu to learn about your options for seamless academic transfer and high-demand career tech and health science offerings. Let us help you tell your story.
Enjoy our amazing on-site restaurant and bar with a lunch buffet every Sunday. Relax with a quick getaway with your family and make a splash in our outdoor pool. Book your next event with us. Call us at 205-468-4625.
At Bowen Funeral Home, we understand the importance of a personal commitment to provide quality services and products with value to meet every family's need. You'll find very caring professionals that truly desire to offer dignified service and true value that families need and desire during the loss of their loved one. With our newly renovated facilities, services, and quality merchandise, you can rest assured that we stand ready to meet the needs of your family in honoring lives lived. Bowen Funeral Home is located at 981 Alabama Highway 253, just south of Winfield High School. Call Tommy Bowen, Certified Funeral Service Practitioner, at 205-487-4327.
It wasn't working when I went.
Might have been called
All fine. It's my turn or your turn?
Your turn.
Let's pray. Father, again, Lord, come to you. Thank you for another day of life. We always, as always, give you the honor and glory and praise for all things just because of who you are. Lord, just continue to pray for the ones that are hurting in some way. Whatever their need may be, Lord, I pray that you touch their need and be your will to touch their need. Lord, we'll just ask guidance and direction for this council and this mayor and this city. And just ask forgiveness for we failed in so many ways. In Christ's name we pray. Amen. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
What comes around goes around, Danny. What comes around goes around. I'd like to welcome everybody to the June 4th, 2024 Winfield City Council meeting. First item on the agenda is approve minutes from May the 21st, 2024 meeting. If nobody's got a comment or questions how they're going to be recorded, I need to ask for a motion to approve. Jim made a motion. Tim second. All in favor? The next item on the agenda is we've got a water board reappointment. The Waterworks Sewer Board and make a recommendation to reappoint Kevin Bradford as the vice chairman, has been the vice chairman during his tenure. By their, they've spoken with him and asked if he wants to desire to be reappointed. He said he would willingly serve another term. So based on their recommendation, that's their recommendation to the council that they reappoint Kevin. My recommendation to the council to appoint Kevin back to the water board. Ask for a motion to do that. Tim made a motion, James second. All in favor? Thank y'all. Tell Kevin we appreciate him serving on that capacity with the water board. The next item on the agenda, charter communication franchise. We're looking anxious this time for the renewal.
They didn't email me the renewal, but I do have what we have now.
You remember how long's that term on the renewal?
This is what we currently have now.
This is, you give me these for 2022 and 2023.
You flip it up and it'll see it. Right there.
Franchise fee is 2.25%. We changed that. It was at 1.7 or 1.8. We had a recommendation from a third party that looked into this for us, I think, a term and a half ago, 2 terms ago. That's the recommendation that we had at that time, to go to 2.5%. This is actual ordinance that we've got with them. So that's how the James read.
And we might want to wait till he sends. He hasn't emailed me the updated version, so you might want to wait till he does.
If you want to, he's got a updated version of what they're wanting to. The contract they want us to sign in agreement with them.
He's supposed to email it.
I don't actually have the actual contract with me tonight. If y'all want to study it, we'll cover that before we actually vote on it. Till we get the actual contract, that's fine with me. But it is up. Do you? You don't see the ordinance, James? You don't see the ordinance?
On that,
Y'all want to vote on it, or you want to table it till we get the actual contract?
that's the contract.
Table it to the next council meeting.
Mayor, is this the one where, is this the folks that called out?
Yeah.
Okay.
Here it is.
Recommended, the recommendation was to go up to 5. We agreed to stay at that level because they were buying it at that point in time, and it would help that sale go through. So that same incentive is not necessarily.
In stone. That's
Right
when we see the
now.
actual
Yeah,
contract.
yeah, exactly, right.
Yeah, we'll look at that. That's, we agreed to do that one because of the initial buy, and then we'd look at it again when it come time to renew it. And that time's now, so when we get that actual contract that they're gonna send to us, we'll go into talks about the amount that we're gonna do an ordinance for. If everybody's all right with tabling it. James already been good. The next item on the agenda is work travel expense. And where's that paper you passed around? Angie's got, she has to handle that. She just needs some clarification on what's allowed or should be allowed, or times that it's allowed during the day or whatever for us. The way I explained it to her is if you leave before 6, back before 3, and back after 5. She needs, and the way we've got it set up is $15 for a breakfast, $15 for lunch, and $30 for dinner. So when she needs clarification as time-wise is when these reports comes in, travel expense, like on a training day and different things. Pass this around again, let y'all look at it.
And those were just some random ones that we had that didn't really fall in any of that. Because sometimes it's not training.
Yeah, but some of them back at 11, 12 o'clock,
I mean,
and they're still getting paid.
Have you,
I think they've already looked at all that.
you know, same thing, James thing. So if you will, just help me to where we can direct her and of what the council means by breakfast, and what you mean by lunch, and what you mean by dinner,
Because
time-wise.
I think when you initially passed that, it was for overnight training.
Like if you're out of town and can't get back.
So I need a little clarity on if they're doing training for one day, if they're taking equipment, if they're taking recycle, like, where does it stop and start? But I've had meal tickets turned in for that.
This reimbursement.
No, that's what you need to look for. That one up there.
Does it got time on it?
That's a key word there, training. That for about training.
No, I don't. That's just for you.
Yes, sir. What are you talking about?
This one's yours. But it hasn't cleared.
Oh. I guess I need to boy and give me another.
Do you?
I guess. What's the date on it?
December.
23. Reckon how long? Oh, let me look, I mean, I don't know where that was. Why don't you kind of just. That's key words right there. That's a key word. Well, is that?
It is, but how do you want to handle the others? Like just by receipts?
See, what we did, the way we said it, this last, we increased the food allowance from $40 to $60. And we would not have to require any receipts. So that's fine. But we've got to understand at the time that should start and the time that it should stop. For his understanding, you know what I'm saying, understanding the time that we leave town or get back or whatever.
If you look at some of them, they're still getting paid lunch and they're back here by 11, 12 o'clock. And the dinner, they're back by 4. That ain't gonna stop if you just change the time on it. If they don't stay the night, they shouldn't get dinner unless it's late
Well,
coming in. When we send an officer, let's just use Office Police for example. We send an officer to a training. Do we send them during their workout, or are they on paid hours when they go to training, or are they not any pay, or is it overtime pay? Tell me how that is.
It depends on if they're working or not.
But if they're not scheduled to work and they go to training, do they get overtime? So they're gonna get compensated for going to training.
Some of those trainings are mandatory, some of them are not.
Yeah, but I just want to make sure that they're compensated when they go on training, whether it be mandatory or not mandatory. They're compensated. If they're going for city police business, they're compensated.
That's correct.
This is a question that I have right here. What is this? Is this in the form of is this in the form of our ordinance or resolution, whatever we passed? That's in there.
That is, yeah.
These three items. It states that. That's just, I need you to probably, I mean, if you want to kick it around and think about it, we table it and bring it back up to when we get to set times on it. We don't have to make a decision. I mean, it's just something we need to be clarified on.
That's what I'd like to do, is table it again as well as the next meeting. You comment? Everybody okay with that? All right. The next item on the agenda is old business. Keith, you got any comment?
Just that land, I don't know if y'all had time.
Well, I'll be honest with you, we have, I've talked with Todd a little bit, and I've actually had I've actually had a meeting tomorrow night about that possibility of development, maybe possibly up there on that, so I kind of want to just keep it on the back burner just a little bit, tell them, you know, that to assure them that we're not stalling, that we're making sure that that's the right move we're gonna make. We've got a meeting in Jasper tomorrow evening.
There was something else, I don't know what it was.
Well, things is fisting, you know, with what we got working on up there now, things is fisting to, there's gonna be some interest showed in other areas up there. And I got confirmation today that, that off 129 through that northwest section where they're working through there will be tied into 47. So that's a major plus. They secured that on that development that they're doing up there. They're going to run that 47 come out to 129 through that property. You got anything else?
I don't forget what the other one was.
Huh?
Yeah, go ahead. I don't forget what it was. Must not been important.
Must not been.
The thrift store boxes, I know we've talked about this before.
These boxes over here.
And it is still being an issue, and I have actually been running people as they were dumping things off there to, you know, kind of educate them that if it can't go in the bin, not to leave it, and they've been very nice and packed it all up and left, and then you go back the next day and it's all solid back there. So I forgot what it was a couple of days ago. I went over there and there was stuff everywhere, and the bins were not even full. So I looked in all the bins and thought, okay, they're full. So I don't know if this is people dragging things out of the bins and going through them on the ground and leaving them on the ground because they were not in boxes or bags. It was just clothes that was just kind of laying everywhere. People continue to leave mattresses. They leave things that are broken that I personally would just like to have those removed. And, you know, maybe move them somewhere else if we want to keep them, but move them from that spot because it's an eyesore. It's right in the middle of town. The one in the old Walmart parking lot is terrible too, but at least it's not in the middle of town, but still it looks bad for that area. They don't seem to do it at the one at the interstate. You know, the one at the gas station. They don't.
Drive.
Well, they don't seem to junk it up, but these they do. And that one in Walmart is all, and it's embarrassing.
We don't have any kind of anything in place. We just allow that to happen. I mean, we'll allow those, put those boxes, you know.
Yeah, they've been here so long, I don't know who allowed them.
James, you got any input on that?
Well, I did try a sign and it kept getting stolen.
But you've talked to
So-
the main person with it, and they have.
Well, so they put up an extra bin to see if that would help. Now, every time I call him, he sends somebody to get it. But it's still happening.
Todd, question. Can you enforce by cameras? If we had a camera that monitor that area and tag numbers or personnel or cars, could you enforce anything by cameras?
Well,
I'm just asking, I don't know.
Some places enforce speeding by camera and traffic violations via camera. So I would think, they'll send you a summons in the mails because they clicked you and clicked your tag as you went through a red light. So I would say that I don't necessarily, I think you would have to, you could issue a citation based on the video in the camera, or the video from a camera, and then then that person could come to court and contest it. No, that's not me. But if you could prove that it's them, I think you could establish a violation. I mean, do we not charge people for littering before when we found litter with names? We found their names in the paperwork, in the litter.
Yes.
So I mean, we didn't see that, but we actually had evidence it was them, and we charged them, and they wanted to come to court and dispute it and say it wasn't me, here's why it wasn't me, and that's fine. But I think the same is true there.
I've got a camera
If we
that
do that
is,
tonight, if we do,
it's on R.W. Harris's, that is facing down that street, and one on that corner.
Right there.
Neither one of them has been hooked up because of they've still got the old internet there. And they don't want to swap over. So I can't use my camera there. Initially, they were going to swap and then decided they didn't want to, so I can't run my cameras off the slower internet.
Do we have any, can we beam the internet, our internet down there? To operate our cameras?
Yes, we had discussed that, and actually, I spoke with the mayor, and the mayor told me that I could use his. It's just a matter of my guy hooking it up, and I asked him to do that sometime ago.
To beam the internet?
Yes, sir.
To the camera?
Yes, sir. I can reach out tomorrow and see if he can do it, but I've got his office.
we got internet at the patio too.
Sir.
Be easier bringing it from here down there. We've got it at the patio.
I think the reason they can't do it here is because of the wall.
It's line of sight. It's the beam must be a line of
I can get
sight.
in the corner of his
Got it at the
business.
patio.
50-foot tower right here you put up.
Doing it.
50-foot tower right here.
Tell Tom we got it at the patio.
What's the distance?
We got internet.
I just asked about having it beamed from here, and he told me.
What about the internet at the patio? We can beam,
I can find out.
we could beam that, But my understanding is it needs to be line of sight. You gotta have line of sight.
That's what I was told as far as doing it from here.
Yeah, there's
We've
gotta be a
already
line of
got
sight.
cameras here.
You need clear shot.
They're not allowed to reuse one item that's
I
supposed
mean,
outside the bin, and when people pull stuff outside.
I'm like Gina, it's an eyesore, and I can't believe the local businesses that's over there really appreciate the fact of the way it is, but there's a lot of traffic through there for the two closest businesses there. There's a lot of traffic there. I hate to take away the,
Well, and I've
the
had that
use of it.
discussion with them, but I hate to have them removed because I know it's a good thing. But they also told me that anything that's left outside those bins, they have to go away. They can't resell anything that's left outside those bins, no matter what it is.
But the problem is they're not supposed to be, they're actually breaking and entering if they break in, if they go in those bins because they're not supposed to be able to go into it. But I feel like a lot of times, I don't know how it was prior because I didn't pay attention, I don't guess, but when we put that dumpster behind the gate over here, I think it made that problem a little bit worse. If it was a problem to start with or wasn't a problem to start with, I think that might have kind of alluded to some of the, especially the mattresses and everything else, because they can't get into the C&D dumpster.
Right, and I don't know why people think that because it's for a thrift store, that they want broken junk, but they don't. They want stuff that can be reselled or something that goes to help somebody, but I think that's what I have a problem with.
And I think it might have changed a little bit when the center of concern, when the center of concern was done.
Yeah, it used to get dumped out there.
I did. People would take their mattresses, even though there was a
Right
big
there at
sign
the
that
dump.
said no mattresses, they would dump mattresses out there.
Just back like in the days in the 70s where people finally holler and throw everything in it when
Yeah.
they got ready to, you know, you see when you go drive to Tuscaloosa, you see on the side of the road, and I guess Waste Management or somebody picks them up, you'll see all kind of furniture and everything else on the side of the road down there for them to be picked up. But I agree that it is an eyesore and it needs to be addressed. I mean, it seems to be getting worse. I don't know that an extra box even helps.
Apparently not.
It ain't gonna help on the mattresses.
I mean, if we want to leave them there, I mean, we can do like, we can try to put up, you know, with your signs getting stolen or whatever, put up a sign that's littering, you know, X amount of dollar fine for littering. You know, if it's not put in that box, it's littering. And, you know, try to camera it, I mean, whatever you want to try to do, or, you know, try to reach out to the people, you know, if I'm gonna leave it up to the council if they decide to take them, to just take them away from here. You try to go to an effort with a sign and camera to try to solve the problem, or, I mean, Rob had the problem, I mean, right there. They'd have to clean it up every morning, just about when they come in to open the gate. And we know what happens if we put a dumpster, then they go to diving in it. So I mean, I don't really know what the right answer is for that, other than if it wasn't there. I don't know if changing them to a different location, a more public, more out in the open, more out in the open. You said they have the same problem at Walmart, the old Walmart.
It was stacked around
It was bad over the weekend.
I'm definitely open for suggestions on how you think we need to handle it.
Just about need 2 cameras. If you come in one way, you're not gonna get tagged, and the other way.
That's exactly right. At least 2.
Then you got somebody got to sit there and watch 24 hours.
Brett, y'all got any input on how we
I
need to handle
personally
it?
am not into spending money on it. I mean, that's just me personally. I'm not.
It's really, you know, that's an issue we shouldn't have to deal with, but it is an eyesore. And
I think
they're gonna,
once the vans are gone.
I hate it for the people, but if they can't control the people that's bringing it to them, I think it's kind of on our back.
This stuff's gonna end up somewhere else instead. Guaranteed.
I don't know downtown, and I don't think it will be downtown. People dump stuff all the time, everywhere. That's why they're constantly setting up Shane is constantly posting on Facebook where they're setting up dumpsters. People are gonna dump stuff. It's just like this why. I'm not for spending money on resources. That's just me.
Thoughts, Keith?
Where it gets price on it.
If I can get if I could get a business, there's one more business that I haven't addressed. If I could get that business to come on board with me, like I have these others, I will get it. Because I mean, I'd like to put a stop to it.
I guess you can speak through those recordings pretty quick. So you can speak through the recordings pretty quick.
Well, they're motion activated, so you can go through and pick out your times of motion.
It's a lot of traffic over
During the day, yeah. Most, I think what we're getting dumped over here is at night, or in the early morning.
Saturday and Sunday.
And so you can go through those relatively quick. There is still a lot of traffic through there, but you can go through those quicker and get you a time frame of when it was last there. And here
You
you
see
go.
what I'm saying about needing 2 cameras?
I do. And I still don't know that our quality of cameras is gonna be good enough to do what we're talking about doing down there, but it's better than what we got.
And a 4x8 sign standing up behind there saying it's being recorded and filmed, but we'll be prosecuted.
And then it gives me, I've been wanting that passageway for a while, because there's a lot of people that bypass.
Oh, yeah.
Here to go through that. I don't have a problem doing that, and I'll do it out of our.
Yeah, I put one of those ones that keep it, it got so much.
That's the way. He can get that other business on board. He'll furnish to put a 4x8 sign up behind it. If somebody makes a sign, put it behind it. Put it up 12 feet high enough so they can't reach it. You will be
Can you
prosecuted.
set what
for leaving stuff on
the
ground.
fine will be?
We can put a litter fine on there, can't we? Up to.
We already have a littering fine. It would meet with the definition of littering.
Yep.
In our ordinance.
They throw it out on ground for litter.
I think you can charge up to $500 under our littering ordinance.
I've been told in the past that wasn't littering because there was a box there.
Say that again.
I've been told in the past that was, it would be hard to prove the intent of littering because there's a box there.
That's what I was told too. That's why I put a big sign up, and then the sign got stolen. So,
Where you want to start.
It's not in the box for litter.
What's the thoughts on that, Todd?
I just think if you put a sign up and you tell them that anything that's not put in the box is littering, and you will be prosecuted. I think that is littering, whether there's a box there or not, because you told them it's got to be in the box. I mean, if you pull up to a dumpster and the dumpster's full and you throw your stuff out next to the dumpster, that wouldn't be littering? That's littering. In my opinion, that's littering, because it won't go in there, and whoever's picking up that dumpster has got to get out to pick it up and get it. Because
I'm with you.
Yeah.
I mean,
That'd be a good article in the paper.
And if it's not littering, I'd have to be told it wasn't littering before I believe it wasn't littering. And I'm willing to do that too. If we, you know.
Are y'all agree to let him do that? Try that?
so we need to put another sign up there to
Yeah,
stay.
we'll have a sign.
So it's gonna have to be bigger, and we're gonna have to make it still so nobody can steal it, because it will be gone.
That's what I said. Put on 4x4, 12 feet tall, off the ground.
Isn't there a pole down there?
And that's gonna look real nice down there.
Hey, ain't gonna look worse than what we got.
I know, that's why I want what's down there gone.
That's a concrete
I hate the
pipe
way it
over
looks in there. It
We'll
is
make
an
one more
eyesore.
effort to try to stop it and solve the problem, but don't make it
Gary
tough.
said there's a concrete pole.
That's what I thought, get permission from the power company to put up about 3 or 4 feet. up on there.
Lots of luck with that.
About
That
3
is
or
a
4 feet up on there.
reinforcement for that big concrete pole, and you're not gonna touch it.
It's already got fire coming off of it for more than. Oh, years ago.
Council's all right with them, that's what we'll do, we'll let Brett turn.
Remind them how easy we were on them giving them.
I believe that's
access
still
to
fine.
them.
Let's try one more time. Not with you.
I say try 1 month, that way if it doesn't work, we can have it out of here and cleaned up before building.
We'll bring it back up.
Give it to them,
Is that what you want to do,
I
man?
guess.
Yeah.
Check on that.
Oh, you got anything else?
The striping, making the turning lane
Yeah,
between
they-
the two lanes.
That company's hard to deal with, they're not one or two companies, Luke's been on them, I've been on them, they came in, they've done some and marked. They came back, we told them worked wrong, they were aware of that, they said they'd be back and they haven't come back, but, I've reached out to Luke, like part of last week. They assure him that it's on schedule to be back. I had trouble with it for a while. Tim?
I think it covered most of it.
James, what you got?
No.
What do you got? I need to, this is, I guess we can consider this old business. Brett has got a request that he's been working on. I'm gonna go ahead and let him bring it up under old business. Police department.
Well, I got two. Did you all get the last updated policies? If y'all have time to look at that, y'all good with that, so that I can go on and send you the last one, and we'll be done with that. Okay, thank you for that.
What's temporary? Where you hold somebody temporary, how long is temporary?
It may be as little as 30 minutes.
Less than 24 hours.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, well, less than 12 hours. I came to you guys, we made 2 hires. One of the hires that I made came in the very next day and said they changed their mind.
This was after we approved it
After
at
it was
council.
approved, yes, sir.
The next day, or
The
that
next day.
night, withdrew the desire to be an officer.
So I have a new candidate, if you will. Most of you may know her as Caitlin Gilbert. Alan Gilbert was her dad. She's married now to Caitlin Stevens. She is currently working in the National Guard in Birmingham. She works on helicopters, Chinooks, for the National Guard. She's moving back here in 2 weeks. And she's been to, we should have to go to the police academy, but she has been to Marion Military Academy. And I sat down and spoke with her in depth. I think she would be a huge asset to our department. And she's from here.
We've already approved Brett for a hire. The hire didn't work out, so he went through the process again of trying to find one, and this is his recommendation to the council. Based on that, I'm going to ask for a motion to let him make this hire. Got a motion by Gina, a second by Keith, all in favor.
Thank y'all.
Yep. The next thing, we're still working on the paving quotes. I was talking to Luke the other day. I want, if you will, I'm gonna let him, I'd like for y'all to look at the whole Span Hollow Road, the whole road, but the north side of it is in really, really bad shape. And I need y'all to help me, remind me what all we did chip and seal. Was it just out here at Tiffin the last time when we did chip and seal?
Both of them, yeah.
We didn't do nothing anywhere else. Everything else was asphalt.
Just back up on county, where the road ends, county part of it.
Yeah.
173. No, Clay Street. Look at that about, I mean, I'm gonna let him kind of give us an idea, but I want you to look at y'all's thoughts on that part of the road over there. And the way the county is about it, that it's in city limits, both sides of that road's in city limits.
Just get all the way to the end.
Weeks Road to 88, Weeks Road to 88. Yeah, Span Hollow.
Is that the road bid in that little one?
No, he lives on 54.
So go over.
If you turn at Hilltop, go down the stop sign, turn right, and then stay straight.
Yeah.
And then come back out to Weeks Road. No, as long as you look at that, and I should have all the quotes next council meeting. I should have all that in place for that project. Trying to think. I guess that's all I've got. Nobody else has got nothing. I need to ask for approval. Pay the bills. Next item. Keith made a motion. Tim second. All in favor. All right. Let's look. Hang on. Let's see my notes. The next council meeting is going to be June 18th, isn't it?
Yes.
I'm going to be on a gas district meeting on the 18th. I probably won't be back. Would y'all want to move that up to the 25th, that June 18th meeting? You good with moving it to the 25th, Jenny? All right, let's go ahead, and Angie's going to be out of town too at that same time, so it'd be good if we move it to the 25th. We'll move that next council meeting to the 25th. All right, nobody else got anything else? I need to ask for a motion to adjourn. Gina made a motion, Keith second, all in favor.
State Bank and Trust has been invested in Winfield and Marion County for more than a century. And today, we remain deeply committed to meeting the needs of local families and businesses with excellent financial products and friendly down-home service.
But more than that, we're dedicated to supporting the growth, success, and well-being of our community as a whole. Because when it comes right down to it, there's nothing more important than community.
And just like our outstanding city officials, police, and fire departments, you can count on State Bank and Trust to help make Winfield and Marion County a great place to live for everyone who calls this area home.
Hello everyone, this is Chuck from Span Hardware in Winfield, Alabama. Good to be with you today, and I just want to let you know we've got some new things this year for the spring season. As you can see, Stihl now has the lawnmower. We're going to have a full line of the Stihl zero-turn mowers. We have a full line of the Stihl weed trimmer and chainsaws. just about anything you need to maintain your home this spring and summer. From lawn and garden equipment to paint to hardware, anything you need. Come see us. We'll help you if we can. Thank you.
This is Eric Simmons from Furniture Depot. We have a store in Guin and Fayette. We've been serving the people of Northwest Alabama for 23 some odd years. We'd like to be your furniture store if you'd let us. And we'd like to thank you for your business this past year and invite you to come and shop with us this coming year and for the years to come. Merry Christmas and have a Happy New Year.
Hello, Lee Hines here, owner-operator of Alexander's Heating and Air Conditioning. We've been family-owned and operated since 1954, proudly serving Marion, Fayette, and Lamar County. We are Carrier Factory authorized dealers, but service all makes and models. We specialize in residential and light commercial HVAC systems. So as we get ready to enter another hot Alabama summer, please remember Alexander's Heating and Air for all your HVAC needs.
Tom Bigby Electric Cooperative was formed for the need for electricity to the local citizens that were living in the rural areas of Marion, Lamar, and portions of Fayette counties. This line consisted of 12 miles and 22 consumers on the road from Guin to Sulligent. Between then and now, there has been a lot of hard work and dedication from a great number of people to make this cooperative what it is today. Tom Bigby Electric Corporation would like to thank each member. You can contact us today at 205-921-6712.
Your story starts at Bevel State Community College. Whether you are just starting out or starting over, Bevel State has an opportunity that is right for you. With 5 locations serving 7 counties, you don't have to go far to start your own success story. Plus, with tuition lower than 4-year colleges, you won't need to spend more for a great education. Visit us online at bscc.edu to learn about your options for seamless academic transfer and high-demand career tech and health science offerings. Let us help you tell your story.
Enjoy our amazing on-site restaurant and bar with a lunch buffet every Sunday. Relax with a quick getaway with your family and make a splash in our outdoor pool. Book your next event with us. Call us at 205-468-4625.
At Bowen Funeral Home, we understand the importance of a personal commitment to provide quality services and products with value to meet every family's need. You'll find very caring professionals that truly desire to offer dignified service and true value that families need and desire during the loss of their loved one. With our newly renovated facilities, services, and quality merchandise, you can rest assured that we stand ready to meet the needs of your family in honoring lives lived. Bowen Funeral Home is located at 981 Alabama Highway 253, just south of Winfield High School. Call Tommy Bowen, Certified Funeral Service Practitioner, at 205-487-4327.